Welcome to Mount Rushmore. You can see George Washington in the back. A reminder that my Uncle Lawrence and my Uncle Florence both worked on the faces, and my Aunt Rita cared for Mrs. Borgham. She did many of the chores, the house chores that were required by the disabled lady of Mr. Borgham, who was the main architect of the thing. They asked for it to always be free, but yet our federal government has now put a parking garage in, and as you can hear, they have government workers around. This is private. They put a federal parking lot in, now they charge for parking, but it's still free to see. The number one thing, the Bohemian Grove is definitely going to China. Yay, world, we're much better off. I believe half of their underground bunkers have been sealed. I don't know if that's good or not. Libya, we're in there to stop the food supply. We had Fukushima go off again, moving up huge quantities of the nasty stuff, going all over, contaminated greens and contaminated milk and other items for children. Be forewarned. We went into Libya to stop the food supply so Africa could not get a clean food supply. 30 years in jail for a young kid that just smoked a joint. Jason Spires, he's already served 10 years. Let's let the guy out. Let's not make him go in for another 30. Adascus, Word, Press, One World Citizen, the farm, I forgot the name of the farm in England that they raided. Complete fraud on the government's part, complete fraud upon the media, no questions about it, They only give zoning to their own favorite guys. They only give zoning to who here and there, just like the Zion Army does it in Israel. They give zoning to their friends, and then they say, you can't build on your property because you're not our friend, so you can't have zoning. Zoning is a fraud. Stop the zoning. Stand up for your rights. Uniform Builder Code. I looked at USAD in Palestine. Oh yeah, they give them 120 sewing machines and other things to make things. We can't do that in our country because we have to follow the Uniform Building Code. We'd never be allowed just to set the machines up and start working. Gee, we have a federal out-of-control government. If you look at the Uniform Builder Code, you'll also find that it's put in for industry. They come up with an idea or something and someone has a patent on it and they're your friend, then you ram it into the Uniform Builder Code, then everybody in America has to put it on the ground. Let's see. Beautiful people I'm living around. I'm actually living with people, going around this country. It is gorgeous. Let me tell you, everybody is friendly. We all believe in Christ's kingdom. Do not fear. We are very near. We have them surrounded. Just stand and be proud. Go outside, talk to your neighbor, and plant a fruit tree. We know Fukushima is out of control. If I have a question for anybody out there that could answer it, please do. What are they producing that they have to have a spaceship in outer space for a zero vacuum? What does a Bohemian Grove need so badly with some system always in outer space to produce something? I don't know what it is. I'm asking, please. The other one is they require opium to be illegal so they can control their housekeepers, their house users, the ones that maintain their households. They hook them on opium, then if they're in a civilian population that doesn't allow it, they can't leave the compound. There's nowhere to continue their fix. So they have to live with the Bohemian Grove, which are not very nice opium, or not very nice, what do you call this, owners of the workers or employers. That's why they have to have opium illegal. So China is starting to make it where you have to have a federal license to buy opium. Anyway, good luck. See you at Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street, my friend. Occupy anything. Sit down. Talk to your neighbor. Plant a fruit tree. Life is good. The people are so happy across this country. It's not the people. It's the government that's out of control. If you start hearing someone that's nasty and says something nasty, just smile right at them and say, you're a federal thug, because federal thugs deal drugs. And the feds are mean and nasty. Let the pharmacists deal the drugs. Take the money out of the equation. Bring our soldiers home, please. Elect Randy Frank, that is I, President, United States of America. Send a little change down. Love to have it. Bless you, my friend. I believe I will also be speaking on street workers and sex workers, as they need to have a voice too and occupy Wall Street. Bless you all, my friends. Love you. Stay tuned for the next episode of Randy's World, RTV. Randy Talks. That's correct. I will talk.